Give me a morale hug.
Okay, sure.
Aww.
Good start.
Yeah. Hello everybody. I'm here with Mike Falzone and we are going to talk a little bit about how to get over someone, because this guy, every time I have a crisis in my life to do with relationships, or anytime I meet someone or anything, I binge watch his walk and talk videos. He has some great relationship advice.
I didn't know that, man.
You know when you're like in infatuation with someone or like in love with someone and it gets cut off in the middle of that? How do you
like get hit by a train or something like that?
Oh yeah, you die.
It's easier to deal with if you're both dead.
But yeah, so like what would be your best advice for someone who is trying to kind of move on, especially like if it holds you back from meeting people and connecting with new people, I think.
I think it's mostly about kidding yourself into thinking that you're trying to get over that person when you're really not, because you still follow all their shit on social media and
this is
whatever.
true.
So you could like go back and like check in on what they're doing, and when you do that, you're not
Facebook
getting over
stalking.
them at all. And then you make up all these little stories like, yeah, I'm just checking in on them so I could see who they're with now, and then that'll push me even further out of infatuation with this person. But you're not. You're just like, you're very much involving yourself with their life.
Yeah.
So if you
it's a
break
choice,
up with somebody,
isn't it?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Like everything else. And if you break up with somebody, just like immediately unfollow all of their shit and don't be like, oh, but it's hard to. Yeah, it's hard.
You have to do it. Like it took me the last time like I was in this situation, I think I did the whole internet stalking thing for like 6 months.
6
solid.
months? That's 6 months you can never get back.
I know. 6 solid months of like every day, like checking, and like, you know, we slowly stopped talking because we were like, let's be friends, and then that just didn't happen because that can't. I think right away you can develop that after a while, but not straight away.
Just do anything else.
Read a book.
Anything else you enjoy do. I always tell people, like, when they're trying to, like, if you just go out and do what you like, even if it's by yourself, you're gonna meet other people in like a similar headspace doing, you know, you already share a similar interest. You know, if you're out doing what you want, you just meet people like happenstance.
What I try and remind myself is like, now is like all you have. So like the past is gone and like the future hasn't happened and stuff. And like, and dreaming is great and memories are great, but like if you forget to live in the process, then it's not good. So that's the only thing that kind of helps me with it, but it's just so hard.
Yeah, but it's like you're ruining your own shit after a while. You're just taking time away from things you should be doing to make your life better.
Yeah.
You know?
I know.
I feel like this doesn't even matter, and I'm just talking to you about
this
situation.
Is it okay to like miss someone kind of semi-often?
You can miss somebody for sure, but it all depends on like on how you act, how that, you know, comes out in your actions. You can miss someone and end up like putting yourself on hold for months or weeks at a time, and then that's just time wasted. And I'm not saying you gotta like go from a breakup to like whatever the next thing is. Like definitely like let yourself hurt and let yourself have feelings and shit like that. But it's like, it's also your life, and no one's gonna, you know, hold your hand and walk you through your life. So it's like you just gotta be just on to the next thing. It doesn't have to be a person. Just like, you know, you have a ton of shit you want to finish, and you have a ton of shit you want to do. Like, this like, fucking festival was an excuse for you to do something you've never done before.
Like, that point is so good about, it doesn't have to be another person, because I have I've tended to rebound. Oh, this thing ended, and I kind of like need to fulfill the gaping void in my soul, with love, but like the like love I feel for my friends or like my family or my cats, that's just as like important to me now. And
it's like you're already not playing with a full deck with the next person, because you're still invested in the other situation. So that new person who doesn't know about your past situation, that has nothing to do with them, they're already kind of like, you know, fighting against the tide because you got all this other stuff going on, and you're just trying to like fill a void with that person.
I know.
And they're just trying to be like, I like you a lot.
It's horrible when you meet someone then who does that to you, like where they're not over someone and you're not really getting them 100%, like they're kind of like in the healing process, and that's okay. It's just like, it's the timing thing, and I think working on yourself and giving yourself time to actually like feel the pain, and don't do what I did and repress it and be like, oh, everything's fine, no, it's okay, like it's okay that this has ended, like let's just be friends, it was great while it lasted. And then like I tried so hard, and then like 6 months later I was like a ball of like bawling, crying, and all annoying all of my friends, and just
because you didn't deal with
it. Yeah. And I think that's worse even, because it just makes it then hit you like this wall.
Yeah. Take the time to be sad up front, and then you get tired of being sad and you're like, I'm sick of wasting days, and then you go do anything else.
Yeah.
Literally anything else. Paint.
What do you do?
Anything else. I refuse, like, after a while. I mean, I'm fucking 32, so I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've wasted a lot of time, and I've been upset about people longer than I have, and I've done everything that you could possibly do wrong.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I refuse to let who I am as a person be defined by what I had with somebody else. Like, I'm me regardless of what situation I'm in. Mm-hmm. And like, you love yourself and you're okay with yourself, and then you could just take the rapport you've built with yourself to other situations, and you don't have to be like, I left a piece of me with this person, and then a piece of me, like, no, man, you're always you, you're just in different places.
Exactly. I know that some people kind of, anytime I talk about like relationships with people, some people have this thing where like when they're with someone, that person becomes their life. And I definitely had that problem in a long-term relationship I was in for like 6 years, where like our lives revolved so much around each other that I lost who I was. And then I started like fighting against that, and then it caused friction and tension, because he wanted it to just be like us, like that's me, that's him, and that's our life there. Mm-hmm. Whereas it should be like just overlapping, like you're still a full person, they're still a full person, you do all your own things, and then you share a relationship in the middle, and that's what you share. So if it falls apart, you're not losing your whole being, you're just like losing the relationship, and then you can cry and watch horrible sad movies.
And you get to cry.
And you can cry and read books.
Look forward to that.
Yeah. That's so fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like those times. But it is, like, I always feel really alive during that.
You ever cry for so long you forget what you're crying about?
Yeah.
And you're just doing it because it feels good, and like maybe you're over it, and maybe you're feeling fine, and you're just like,
I like
keep
crying.
this going for another 15 minutes or so.
I'm just getting all these memories of me just snotting.
I was gonna say, did that like immediately, like you're just transported right to that moment?
Yeah, like, don't make me go there. Yeah. It was bad. It was like me on the floor, snot all over my face, like just God. I'm over some people that I've been with like years ago. I take a long time to get over people. That's why we're having this conversation. Mm-hmm. So people say that I dated when I was like a teenager. I'm like over them, but when I see them or talk to them now, there's just this little kind of like happy kind of like, oh, we had that thing, and it's nice. I don't know. I just want to be fully present for like someone new who like where it works.
Yeah.
Do you have much faith in love lasting?
Yeah, very much so.
Yes! I'm
getting married next month.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome.
That's the best ending I could have possibly had.
End slate. I've been broken up with 1,000,000 times. I've broken up with 1,000,000 people. I've had a bunch of things end horribly. I'm getting married next month.
Yes!
So it's not like fucking, people, they break
get
up
over
with
it. Yes, get over it.
It's kind of an insensitive thing to say,
I
but
know.
then, like, you turn 30, and you're like, I don't remember half the names of people that I've dated in my life. Like, people I was really upset about at certain times, too. Like, I remember being on my hands and knees in a bathroom crying about people, and I'm like, I can't remember any of the time we spent together. You go on.
You grow. You go change.
Your life becomes more important than what was every day
in the past.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope this little chat was in some way valuable to some of you, because I know a lot of you watching this are probably just like in that thing where you're watching YouTube to distract. YouTube is your anything else. Like you're here.
You're using your anything else on an advice video about how to get over somebody else. Go watch a fucking
some
video.
Kittens, yeah. I'll link a kitten video down below, so go watch that.
Yeah, come back and watch this when you're completely over, so you can just agree with everything.
Yeah. I hope that you have a nice cry and a nice read of a book and a nice bath, and you get to a place where you're grand, pretty much, and you're getting married.
Yeah.
Bye.